When Carlos Sainz made the move from Ferrari to Williams, most people thought the story was already written. A proven race winner joining a midfield team. The safe bet was that he would step in, take control, and become the clear team leader. But that's not what happened. Instead, Alex Albon has turned the tables completely. He hasn't just kept up with Sainz, he's outperformed him, and in a way that almost nobody saw coming. In this video, we'll break down why Albon has been so good this season, how he's managed to prove the predictions wrong, what's behind this level of performance, and what his future in Formula 1 could look like. And the numbers back it up. Albon on 70 points compared to Sainz on just 16. He is also sitting 7th in the championship, even ahead of Antonelli in a Mercedes. That's not just impressive, that's shocking for a Williams driver. When the 2025 season started, the expectation was clear. Carlos Sainz would be the team leader at Williams. He came in with race wins on his record, a career at Ferrari, and the reputation of being one of the most consistent drivers on the grid. Albon, on the other hand, was seen as a safe pair of hands, but not really someone who could take control over a proven winner like Sainz. But reality didn't follow the script. On Saturdays, in qualifying, the two drivers are actually equal, with an 8-8 record. That shows Sainz isn't weak at all, he's still very fast. But the difference comes on Sundays. This season, Albon has simply been the better racer. He has 17 points compared to just 16 for Sainz, and in the championship, that puts Albon 7th overall, while Sainz is nowhere close. Even crazier, Albon is ahead of Antonelli, a Mercedes driver, which tells you how strong his year has been. Of course, Sainz has had some bad luck too, with a few results slipping away through no fault of his own. But across the season, the gap hasn't just been about misfortune. Most of it comes down to performance, with Albon clearly the stronger driver so far. This has created pressure on Sainz, because being beaten this clearly by your teammate is always difficult. Fans and media expected him to dominate, but instead, Albon is the one leading the team. But being faster than Sainz is only part of the story. If you don't understand how consistent Albon has been this year, you'll miss the real magic. Consistency has always been the mark of a great driver, and in 2025, it's Albon's biggest weapon. He has been reliable, clean, and calm under pressure. He's not making the kind of mistakes that cost drivers points, and that alone makes him stand out in the midfield battle. One stat shows it best. Albon has already scored 4 5th-place finishes this year. For a Williams car, which is not top tier, that's incredible. These are results that were hard to imagine coming from a Williams, a team that hasn't been a frontrunner in recent seasons. And it's not just the big results, it's the way he's scoring points everywhere. Even on tough weekends, when the car isn't competitive, Albon finds a way to bring it home in the points. His tire management has been excellent. His strategy calls are sharp, and he doesn't crack when things get tight on track. We saw it clearly in races where chaos happened around him, yet Albon kept it clean and finished strong. That ability to maximize every chance is why he's not just beating Sainz, but also outperforming other midfield stars, and even challenging the tail end of Mercedes and Ferrari drivers at times. So, consistency is one thing, but what happens when the car doesn't deliver? That's where Albon's story gets even more interesting. Williams in 2025 is strong, but let's be honest, it's still a midfield car. It has good weekends where it feels competitive, and bad weekends where it struggles. The difference with Albon is that his results don't only come when the car is strong, they come even when the car isn't at its best. That's why his season is so impressive. The points aren't just a result of the car being quick. They're a result of Albon squeezing everything out of it, even when it looks ordinary. A good example is the start of the season. He opened with 10 points in the very first race, immediately setting the tone. Then came a tough middle part of the season. Spain, Canada, and Austria all ended in DNFs. But none of them were his fault. They were pure technical issues. And the moment the car was reliable again, Albon bounced back. And that shows resilience. Many drivers lose momentum after technical failures, but Albon came back stronger, proving that the results are down to him, not luck. So yes, the car has played its part, but it's far from the whole story. Albon's development and growth as a driver are what truly explain his performance. If you look at his career, it makes sense that 2025 is his peak. He's now in his late 20s, the age when many drivers hit the perfect balance of speed, experience, and maturity. His tough time at Red Bull, where he struggled under pressure, actually shaped him. It forced him to build resilience and learn how to recover from setbacks. That experience has turned him into a much stronger driver today. His driving style also fits perfectly with the 2025 Williams car. It has a stable rear end and strong braking characteristics, which suits Albon's strengths. He's always been great on the brakes and calm with the rear, so the car feels like it's made for him. On top of that, he's become a leader. His technical feedback has helped Williams improve the car throughout the season. He's also made better race starts and positioned himself smartly on lap 1, gaining track position when it matters. And the team trusts him, which gives him extra confidence. These are the ingredients, but every driver has tracks where they shine and tracks where they struggle. And Albon's are pretty interesting. Albon has always been strong at high-speed tracks like Spa and Monza. This season, he proved it again by scoring big points at both. When everything clicks, those circuits bring out his best driving. But Barcelona has been his weak spot. He's had problems there before, and in 2025 it gave him another DNF. To be fair, it wasn't his fault, but it continues the pattern of Spain not being kind to him. Still, the key point is that on his favorite tracks, Albon maximizes every chance. And that's the mark of a driver who knows how to play the long game in a championship. But still, the real question is, where does this leave Albon going forward? In the short term, Albon should keep scoring strong points if Williams stays competitive. Still, even if the car isn't always at its best, his skill means he's likely to fight for points and stay competitive. The bigger question is the long-term future. The 2026 regulations are coming, and nobody knows which teams will rise and which will fall. If Williams gets it right, Albon could be fighting for podiums, maybe even wins. And if Williams struggles, well, Albon's 2025 season has already put him on the radar. Bigger teams will see him as a reliable, consistent option. He's under contract until 2027, but in Formula 1, reputation matters. A season like this can change a career. So no matter what happens, Albon has put himself in a position where he will be taken seriously by teams and fans alike. So after we weighted up all the factors, let's sum it up. At the start of 2025, the safe bet was Sainz leading Williams. Instead, Albon flipped the script and came out on top. His superpower has been consistency and racecraft, delivering points again and again. Technical issues didn't slow him down, and his growth as a driver means he's now at his peak. With strong tracks, smart racing, and a bright future ahead, Albon has shown that talent, determination, and consistency can rewrite expectations. After a season like this, it's clear Alex Albon can no longer be overlooked.